Hi everyone, my name is Brendan, and today we're going to be talking about Canada Goose. My fellow presenters are Anna, Julia, Natasha, Uni, and Megan. This is our presentation agenda. Canada Goose is a worldwide leader in performance luxury apparel that caters to extreme cold weather. They employ roughly 3,000 people and were founded in Toronto, Canada in 1957. They've stayed true to their Canadian roots since.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'll be covering the mission, vision, and values, as well as the business strategy. Let's begin with the mission, vision, and values. Their mission is to free people from cold no matter where they live and empower them to experience more from life. Their vision is to define luxury globally. Their values include authenticity, entrepreneurship, passion, innovation, and relentlessness. Now, for their business strategy, they are closely related to Porter's broad differentiation, which I have the definition behind me. The key aspect of that definition is that it selects one or more attributes that many buyers in an industry perceives as important and uniquely positions itself to meet those needs. It is rewarded for its uniqueness with a premium price. The value of innovation meets the criteria of uniqueness, and its vision as a luxury brand is its reward.
Hi, I'm Natasha, and I'll be discussing the environmental factors. For the environmental factors, one approach that was used was the competitive approach. Canada Goose noticed that all their department stores looked the same and decided to implement the cold room to different locations. This was a unique decision they made in order for their customers to experience how warm their coats are in a room that is minus 25 degrees Celsius. The external environment also plays a role with the activist protesters that could potentially influence the company in a negative light due to animal cruelty, giving the company bad publicity. The final factors that play a role are the economic climate, technological and demographic factors, and globalization. Yoonhee will expand on globalization.
Hi, I'm Yoonhee, and I'm going to talk about international globalization of Canada Goose. The Canada Goose started as Snow Goose in 1957, and they changed their name to Canada Goose when they entered the Euro market in the early 1990s. The international HRM's ultimate goal is to satisfy the needs of customers and get the position of the market leader. So Canada Goose made two decisions, which are only produce products under the name of Canada Goose and only produce product in Canada. Now, Canada Goose is one of leading luxury brands and sell products in 38 countries. Also, they are planning to expand worldwide.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan, and I'll be discussing Canada Goose's famous fur jackets, the backlash, redesigning luxury, and their opportunities for 2019. Canada Goose has been recognized for its high-quality fur and goose down outerwear apparel, pulling high-end shoppers and celebrities like Drake for their distinctive designs. However, the luxury retailer has been slow to change to consumers' growing demand for cruelty-free, and ethical apparel. They are lagging in the marketplace behind huge brands including Gucci, Macaj, and Michael Kors that have already changed their policies to include 100% fur-free policies. PETA has attacked the brand for animal cruelty practices, despite Canada Goose's policies being in line with ethical practices and policies, such as Canada's Agreement of International Humane Trapping Standards. Despite the brand's continued success, bringing $255 million in revenue, they have the opportunity to become industry leaders by introducing a new line of 100% fur-free jackets by the end of 2019, including fur jackets for current consumers and vegan jackets for socially conscious ones.
Hi, Brendan again. With Canada Goose, most recently, they've done a merger, or actually they've acquired Baffin Incorporated for $32.5 million in cash and stock. The reason why Canada Goose did this was because Baffin was in a cold gear outdoor shoe company, and Canada Goose has been looking to get into the shoe market for quite some time. So this was a conglomerate merger to help them establish shoe designs. Canada Goose is also vertically merged with smaller manufacturing companies so that they have better control on the production of their apparel. With Canada Goose, they outsource one main product for their jackets, and that would be a geese down. They utilize Feather Industries Canada for their main provider of the goose down, and Canada Goose, because of all the backlash from organizations like PETA and the cultural shift towards using more animal-friendly products, they employ strict guidelines on Feather Industries in order to maintain an ecologically friendly process.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I will be discussing forecasting demand. So in order to properly forecast demand, we must look at past, soft, and hard measures, which provide us with information on factors such as consumer feedback and revenue, and predict future demands and sales. The first factor is consumer feedback, a soft measure as it focuses on intangible data, numbers that are opinion-based but necessary nonetheless. 87% of individuals said they loved the brand and had positive feelings towards it, while 84% of Canada Goose owners, meaning they already have the jacket, said they would choose it again when purchasing their next coat. This would then indicate that companies, retail stores, and e-commerce or online shopping sites would need to maintain their staff and employees for the sales of these coats. The next sector is e-commerce and DTC, also known as direct-to-consumer. E-commerce currently provides the largest selection of outerwear, as customers are able to view every style of coat. And as well, direct-to-consumer, which are Canada Goose retail stores. The revenue for both of these has increased over the past few years from an income of $0 to $255 million in Canada and globally. The demand for this brand is definitely there, has only been rising exponentially, not even remaining stable. The last factor that we look at are wholesale. Canada Goose has a strong wholesale business that contributes to its profit. This means that the company sells its products in mass amounts to other retailers such as Sporting Life and Harry Rosen. The forecast for demand is solid here, as wholesale purchases and orders must be done well ahead of time, usually seasons before. For this reason, the company's order book is filled out prior to the fiscal year, and they know exactly how many products to produce and what their profit margin is for those orders.